Hello, hello everyone! Bisalika here. How's everybody doing? So yeah, today I'll try to focus on finishing up the 6.1 MSQ. Yeah, I'm still not done. And unlock the raids. Hopefully. I actually have no idea how long I have left for the 6.1 MSQ, but I'm guessing I'm pretty close to finishing it. So I should be good to unlock the raids. Alright, let's get to it. Oh, because I'm sitting. I never noticed you couldn't teleport when you're sitting. Oh wait, isn't that like a super special fate down there? Or is down there? Or both? I think I should give it a check. Seems special. Wow, there's not much to it. Not much left. Nah, seems like a regular one. Oh well. Yeah, that didn't seem to give anything. Little interruption. I don't remember where I was at. We wish to discuss the distribution of the treasure. Oh, okay. Oh, Pissy, I was so glad to see you had returned unharmed. You finished with the boat then? Yeah, you're lucky you got your boat back. Anything the village desperately needs? Well, I suppose Calzo's loss hit us the hardest. I've been trying to find buyers for my fish, but although I sell a few here and there, it's so much more difficult than it was before. Everyone's still struggling to rebuild their lives. For now, we're just banding together as best as we can. Okay, so they need like more trading? Not sure I can really help with that. Oh, so I have 2 spots to go? Greetings and welcome, traveler. If this is your first visit to Tavernair, then you must try my special Amra Lassi. Its refreshing zest cannot be beat. I'm like the savior of the place, but not quite my first visit. What could such a wonder cost, you wonder? Normally I part with 3 bottles for the generous price of 19,800 gil. But for you, I am willing to go as low as an even 10,000. You'd practically be stealing from me. Yeah, stealing? At that price, you're the only thief around here. Still not turning a profit these days. I am not Estonian. Yeah. Estonian? Who is it? Ah! You're the one who was with that spare-tutting fellow. Well, you can hardly blame a man for trying. The world may no longer be on fire, but we're still sifting through the ashes, so to speak. Sister, spare me. We might as well have that ugly tower back for the scant few travelers we see these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy at local prices. I tell you, if I didn't charge an odd adventurer a small fortune for afternoon tea, I'd be scavenging for scraps in the street. Oh yeah, so he doesn't have much money. He's not even selling anything. I wanted to contribute, you know? How fares the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more now that the danger is past, certainly. But no small number of merchants have had to sell their ships to make ends meet in the short term. Add that to the sailors we lost in the final days, and it's little wonder the flow of experts is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Casals and his consortium was still with us, I'm sure he'd have found a way to turn our fortunes around. Now that was a man who got things done. God's rest his soul. Okay, so he was an asshole, but at least he was a good merchant, and he got business going for the people. You have spoken with key local figures and gained an understanding of the populace's hardships. Varshan awaits a report at Megaduda. Okay. So yeah, today and well, yesterday and the day before probably, I've been continuing to draw my emotes. I'm getting closer to having them done. It's getting there. Not quite done. But I'm probably at like 90% done, so they should be up and running in the channel shortly. Let's hope so. Ah, my advisor's returned. I've just made it back myself. So I'm his advisor now? Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You could have flown across the land in a fraction of the time. Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling to say the least. And there are few places I can enter comfortably without risk of flattening some cart or stall. Not wrong. Fair enough. As for my inquiries, the people of Palakastan were unanimous in their reply. They are surviving. Resources were stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they persevered with some assistance from Yedlimat. From what I understand, they have always been an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like, and I was assumed a sword that the jungle provides for their needs, for the most part. Palakastan has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. The quarrymen were cautiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant's gall to a foreign trader. But such visitors are few and far between. Compared to our best years, the weight of stone leaving Tavernier has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated, its prosperity dependent on a steady stream of exports. We must identify any obstacles to the flow of trade so we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Akiali and Yedlimat? I mean, even when the guy was alive, I can't say trade was really much better, was it? Oh, I see. Without a dedicated buyer, the average fisherman must struggle to offload his daily catch. Which is why I believe we should first address the lack of ships and shortage of able-bodied sailors in Yedlimat. I am reminded of a child I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beasts sunk their vessel. So many variations of the same tragic tale, repeated over and over. So many lives lost. Yeah. That was kind of a weird flashback. Enough grief to drown in if we let ourselves be overcome, but we will not. Misty, Estinian, I will consider the perspectives you've brought me and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Come, I would like you to be in attendance when I announce the proposal to my assembled functionaries.
Mina, 集まってくれ。先ほど聖戦師団に運んでもらった金銀財宝はアルダダールの名を借りて私が有事に備えて蓄えてきたものだ。それを投じるべきは今を置いて他にはない。終末により傷ついた多彩なる都に彩りを取り戻すために。常ならばこのような時、私は大主たちに頼りその仕事に任せてきた。よって今ここに私が大主として指針を示す。まず宝物殿より運び出した財宝の換金を進め、これを財源としてゲドリマンの交易商に出資すべし。人手と船を失った商人を助け、交易の活性化を促すのだ。
I mean, yeah, that was kind of a weird situation where the population was poor, complaining that they didn't have money, and then the boss had just loads of riches lying around and not being used. I don't know what he was waiting for. He didn't even have to wait for the tragedy to happen, you know? He could have fixed this before the final days. The people were already struggling back then.
交易商への支援はカルザール商会という大きな卸先を失った漁師や職人、石工たちを救うことにもつながると信じている。
週末で親を失った子供たちへの対応はどうするつもりだ？
Ooh, Estinian is caring.
私も懸念するところだ。ただ単に金を施すだけではいずれ資金は枯渇し、孤児たちが再び路頭に迷うことになってしまう。子供たちを恒久的に保護していくための新たな施策を考えなければならないと思っている。
True.
そこで冒険者として数多くの国を見てきた君の意見を聞きたいのだが。
Ooh. Taxes. Levy them on trade profits in exchange for your investment. It takes a village. Idoshire's orphanage was founded through trade in highly coveted goods. Yeah. I mean, an orphanage founded by traded goods seems like what they could do.
素晴らしいアイデアだ。出資の条件として商人たちに売り上げの一部を孤児院運営に拠出するよう契約を結ぶとしよう。
I don't even remember seeing an orphanage in Idosshire. Is it normal?
さて、そうとなればこの
Hmm. Something with causal seems appropriate. Yeah, so whichever one I choose will be the same thing. I didn't like the guy. He was kind of an asshole.
なるほど。カルザールのことか。サベネア島を恐怖に陥れた義神獣としてではなく、ラザハンの偉大な交易商として彼の名を残そうというのか。異論などあるはずもない。しかし、この中にも獣に家族を奪われた者は多い。
あの時は多かれ少なかれみんなが動揺していた。誰もが獣になる可能性があったんです。カルザールさんを救えなかった悔しさはあれど恨んでなんかいませんよ。みんなだってそうだろう。
Well, the feeling is good.
あのガキメラドとか言ったか。これでアコギな商売から足を洗えるかもな。
ではここにカルザール基金の立ち上げを宣言する。全部
Ooh,
急げた。すぐさま取り掛かるとしよう。
the Causal Foundation.
ナブディーンは隊を編成し、孤児たちを保護するべく巡回へ向かってくれ。
I like the armor the girl is wearing. Seems kind of different from the one the others are wearing. Not sure.
君たちは直ちに基金の運用を開始してくれ。一刻も早く困窮した民を救うのだ。
I like how they integrated the Tavernier clothing.
人が手を取り合って立ち上がろうとしている。
You know, we've had that clothing available on the market board for so long, but oh, Potato. I don't know. I never know about food. Let's take the Popotos. Popotos are good. Retra's warming to his role as satrap. Clearly all those years behind the curtain were not spent napping. The veteran Radiant wishes to share his gratitude. Thank you for putting forth Calzal's name. Those whose lives he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honored. You will forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Yashdola. She asked that you meet her at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. Ooh. Yashdola has finished her study of the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? I will go with you. I'm starting to think he prefers that form over the dragon form. I thought the satrap would be too busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been the well-oiled cogs of this administration since before I one assumed the office. They understand what needs to be done. And I am curious to learn what conclusions your Archon has reached concerning the gate's unique construction. As you wish, allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency. So yeah, they're just starting up a new project and he's like, yeah, I'm free. They basically don't even need me to run the things here, the stuff around here. Oh, basically the main one. For one who claims it is too late to save his sister, Ritra seems awfully interested in whatever revelations Yashtola might have to share. Oh no, I wanted to... Oh. I wanted to click on Varshan.
来てくれたのね。
それで何か分かったのか？
あの制御装置を調べた結果、ボイドゲートを封印する機能は見つかったものの、拡張する機能は確認できなかった。ブリトラの言葉通り、ゲートを広げるためには、かつて錬金術師たちが用いた方法について調べる必要があるわ。
そんな分かりきったことを説明するために俺たちを呼んだわけじゃないだろう。
それを今から説明させてもらうわ。
Yeah, she's smiling. I mean, of course she did learn something.
まず前提として、世界を飛び越えるには次元の狭間を通る必要があるの。あなたが第一世界へと呼ばれた時のことを思い出してちょうだい。
Yeah, I understood. The rift.
第一世界側にいた召喚者、つまり水晶鉱がクリスタルタワーの機能を利用した召喚術を展開した。あの時、あなたは目印となる装置に触れたはずよ。これによって世界を隔てる壁に穴が開けられ、あなたは次元の狭間に落ちた。そこはどの世界にも属していない、まさしく狭間と呼ぶにふさわしい空間。その後、召喚術に引き寄せられる形であなたは狭間を脱して第一世界側に出ることができたというわけね。
Your point being?
空間がもつれた次元の狭間を原初世界から第一世界まで正確に誘導してみせた。
So?
なら原初世界へやってくる用意どもは誰がどうやって誘導しているっていうんだ？
That's a good question.
いい着眼点ね。用意がこちら側へ来る方法はいくつかあるのだけれど、その代表例といえばやはり用意召喚でしょうね。そうね。ガーゴイルと呼ばれる注意の用意を例に説明してみましょうか。
Gargoyle? Oh yeah, okay, these, yeah.
まず、用意を呼び寄せたいと願う召喚者が召喚術によって小さなボイドゲートを瞬間的に開くの。
So they can just open up a void gate just like that. Why did he need to seal one away for thousands of years when others can just call up a void gate like that at will?
その際、インプのような力を持たない帝位の用意なら、肉体を維持したままゲートを通り、原初世界へ渡ってこられるわ。でも、より力のある注意以上の用意になると、そうはいかない。召喚者一人では賄いきれないような莫大な力を注いで大きなゲートを開く必要がある。
Not sure where she's getting at.
だから用意召喚では魂だけをこちら側に呼び寄せる。
Oh,
私たちが誰かさんに第一世界へと呼ばれた時のように。
I see.
当然召喚された用意の肉体は第13世界に残ることになるわ。
I like how they showed us a bit of the 13. It's the first time we've seen anything from it. But it's a statue.
そして引き寄せられた用意の魂には原初世界で活動するためのかりそめの肉体が与えられる。それがより代であり、ガーゴイルの場合は石が最適とされている。
Really? How is that a proper vessel?
Yes. なるほどな。つまり用意召喚の場合は原初世界側の召喚者という明確な誘導役がいるということか。
I feel like they're just tying loose hands from ARR and without them actually making real sense. How would the statue be a good receptacle for soul? How does the statue move if you just put a soul into it? Doesn't really make much sense.
ええ、安全に、そして確実に肉体を保持したまま次元跳躍をするには何らかの誘導役が必要だと理解してもらえたかしら。
私たちが戦った用意の軍勢もアラグ帝国によって開かれたゲートを通って現れた。アラグの魔科学者たちが誘導役を務めたということだな。だがボイドクラックのように自然発生した裂け目にはそのような確たる誘導役は存在していないはずだ。
Oh, was that so?
正しく世界がつながっている。そもそもなぜ第13世界とだけ自然に裂け目が通じるくらい簡単に世界がつながるのだ。
その謎を解き明かすことができれば世界を自在に飛び越えるための糸口となるはずよ。
Yeah, why is it not opening up passages to other reflections?
おお。だがどうやってその謎とやらを調べるつもりなんだ。
まさか
By going?
ええ、そのまさかよ。まさに新たなる冒険。
So she wants to send me into it. Okay.
私の話を聞いていたのか。人が通れるほどにゲートを拡張する術はすでに失われているのだ。さらにそれができたとて 第13世界へ一歩足を踏み入れた途端、用意の大軍に襲われる羽目になるんです。
I'm used to that.
もちろん聞いていたわよ。当然私一人では無理でしょうね。でも第13世界へ渡り暗闇の雲を撃退した経験のあるあなたと一緒なら。
Oh, so she wants to come with me? So much for taking it easy. I like the expression you made.
あら、退屈を好むあなたじゃないでしょ。また頼りにさせてもらうわね。
Oh man, she crouched to my height? I wonder what she does to other races in that situation. I guess she must not be crouching like this, because she crouched to look me in the eyes. That is a very cool addition. Playing as a Lalafell is a whole other experience.
でも第13世界へ向かいたいところだけれど、北条会のゲートはラザハの保守管理してきたもの。大主様の許可なし。
You look. Oh, what are we gonna do?
先ほども言ったように、恩人である君たちの願いは可能な限り叶えたい。
Could it endanger his people? I mean, opening up Void Gate might be a danger for his people, though.
もちろん、用意がこちら側に侵入しないよう細心の注意を払うつもりよ。その前に、まずはゲートを拡張する必要があるけれど。
Yeah, how are they gonna do that?
それをあなたに聞きたいのよ。当時の錬金術師たちからどんな手法を使うつもりなのか説明くらい受けていたのではなくて。
ああ、クラックの拡張に関する研究はデミール家の錬金術師に一任していたのだが。
I mean, haven't they been researching this for thousands of years, and it took them like 100 years just to open up the passage big enough for a child to pass? How does she plan to do it in like 1 week?
デミール家。デミールの異列教に名を残す錬金術師の名家ね。
The great work.
詳しい技術論は理解できなかったが、彼らははじめにクラックから現れた用意の一体を解析した。そしてその用意に類似した能力を持つ人工用意とも言うべき魔法人形を作り上げ、クラックの拡張に利用したらしい。
Oh, really?
人工用意ですって。
デミール家は地の都シャーレアンの賢人に憧れていてな。人工用意についてまとめた書物を学会に提出したそうだが、功績と認められるどころか金賞扱いされ、大層落ち込んでいたよ。
So they're gonna have to search in the private libraries in Sharlayan.
それならどこかの金書庫に収蔵されている可能性があるわね。その当時はまだグブラ幻想図書館はなかったはず。となれば。
With the restricted section of Numeon, with Graha's favorite place to sneak around. Yeah.
ええ、ヌーメノン大書院の金書庫に
Oh,
収
Numenon.
蔵されている可能性が高いわね。早速 オールドシャーレアンへ向かいましょう。
そっちは任せた。俺がついてったところで何ができるわけでもあるまい。メラドのやつでも探して基金について教えてやるさ。
Yeah, he's like, I won't be helpful in the library. Okay, guys, bye. I mean, it's not wrong.
私たちも行きましょう。
I wouldn't really see Estinian reading books.
本当にロイドへ渡るつもりなのか。ならば私はどうすればいい？
I guess he kind of wants to help. But nobody even asked him to help. Poor dragon. Nothing to say on the matter. Too old Charlene. I'm kind of surprised. 6.1 has a pretty long story. If we're to enter Numenon's restricted archives with a minimum of fuss, then we must secure the permission of the Forum. First, however, we shall need to enlist the cooperation of a member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? No one springs to mind? Yeah, I was gonna say this guy. What of Scholar Monteshang? He did come to Graha's defense during the inquiry, after all. This settled, let us head to Phenomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. Yashtola is now accompanying you. Okay. Oh, these are the raids. Oh, okay. So they're already unlockable. I don't even have to finish 6.1. Will she? Yeah. I'm not sure. I think you can now use the Agerite system. I'm not sure if I would use that Yashoda. Because I think originally you would lose the NPC. If I was pressed to name more allies in the forum, Scholar Monteshang would certainly be at the top of the list. Hopefully he agrees to help us with our requests. Talking point. I apprenticed to Master Metoya at the age of 7, really, and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had the chance to attend the studium. Neither did Tancred, as I recall. Soon after Master Luiswa took him in off the streets, he was put in the care of another archon. His was a rigorous and practical education in the arts of espionage and survival. I sometimes wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead. Tea at the last end after a day of lectures? Should I wonder as well? Oh, never mind me. Was just a little thought. I want to know know the other. Oh, that does sound lovely. Afternoons with friends spent sipping tea and debating theories. Still, I wouldn't give up my time with Master Matoya for the world. The dank cave I studied in was about as far from the bright, airy halls of academia as one could get, but it was a wondrous, magical childhood nonetheless. I don't know about wondrous and magical, but sure. There he is! Ah, visitors! And quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you? Pray forgive the intrusion, scholar, but we were hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Numenon's restricted archives. Oh ho! No further forays into the stacks this time, hey? I applaud this newfound sense of propriety. Yet in all this wide world of comparative serenity, what so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom? Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by Ausdamer has laid dormant in Charlian's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void? Surely you don't, right? That is, in fact, precisely what we intend. To what end, pray tell? To develop a method of traversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. That's one, that's a dedication. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future. And yet, I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. She is greedy. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward? Ah! Marvelous! An audacious proposal worthy of Master Matoya herself. And after hearing the whys and the wherefores, I for one do not believe you would use the knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to present your request for the forum's consideration. He's a nice guy. Although, your petition would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance. Alpha knows that, yeah. Why, Master Fortuno, of course. He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there is no denying that having Master Fortuno on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well, we will pay a visit to the Levailleur estate and plead our case. One last thing before you go. I would consider it a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. Ooh. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager. So if you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity. Yeah, scholars are greedy. Of course, scholar. We will be sure to pass on any revelations. Montesheng seemed optimistic, but I doubt convincing Fortuno to champion our cause will be as simple as showing up on his doorstep. Yeah, he's a tougher nut to crack. The forum can be cantankerous beast. One needs a persuasive voice to get it moving in the desired direction. So she's still following. Yeah, okay, that's the moment I'll be trying to take the Agerite. This is far. Okay. Ah, Mistress Bisty, Mistress Yashdola, how may I be of service? We've come to speak with Master Fortuno. Is he home by any chance? Yes, the master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. So he's not even inviting us inside. Well, Amelians would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some matter of import to discuss? Yeah, he knows us. Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. There, on the doorstep in front of the butler. The man's got no decency. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Scholar Montesheng expressed much the same sentiment. I assure you, will not attempt to circumvent the forum's authority again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. Of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? My thirst. For a brother who misses his sister, she was his guardian and his friend, a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. Oh, that's cheap. She's using Varshan's sister as her excuse. This is really not why she wants to do this. She wants to do this completely just for herself, for a thirst of knowledge. She doesn't care at all about Varshan's sister. But the brother has given up on thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. That's a cheap shot. There's no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue all the same. As one who feared losing his own loved ones, and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. That's really a cheap shot, pulling heartstrings like that. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute a fair exchange of our cooperation. Okay. She got to him. Do not celebrate just yet. The forum must still be convinced. I will add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Baldashan Annex. Uh. Okay, here. I like this guy called Ramen Broth. No, they both came. So, what did the forum decide? To put it bluntly, Master Metolius burned some bridges here in Charlian and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that our student was the petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. So that's a yes. That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry to the archives was the least we could do in return. Ah, what a surprise! That is wonderful news! Thank you both for speaking in our behalf. Yes, well, as I'm sure you're aware, this permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor and bid you good day. They're just so stiff in the forum. Ever the same, that one. Uncompromising? Aye. But that very stoicism is exactly what Charlian needed to guide it through not one but two exoduces. Yeah. If I were but 5 years younger, I'd cast aside my lectern and join you on your adventures in a heartbeat. 5 years? I'm guessing you'd need less than 5 years. Retracted to feel young again. That went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes, and now I can simply walk in through the door. Our focus will be on finding House Damer's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. Oh man, it's like a dream come true for her. I'd like to set out as soon as you're ready. Yes, Yashdola, we're going. Montesheng is waiting to offer you further instructions. You'll be heading directly to the archives from here, I presume? You presume correctly. She's just so eager to go. Then you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section. Excellent. Once again, we thank you for all of your help. Oh, it was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. Shall we? Yashdola is now accompanying you. Okay. Okay, so over there. Not sure I'm going the right way. There's like a wall. Yeah, no. I really have to go by the road. No cutting corners. To think the set of instructions I laughingly imagined may actually exist but yawns away from where you found me napping. If I had known of Azaldal's 3 exploit sooner, I could well have saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must needs be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom, a lesson I had already learned but clearly not taken to heart. Hey Rint, how are you doing? You fixed it where portals and mounts don't drop the escort quests now. Oh, nice. Well, I tried for teleport earlier and noticed it worked, but I didn't know for mounts. That's cool. But we can't mount here anyway, yeah, no. Archon Nyashtola and guest identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Follow me if you would. Watch your step and please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. Yeah, whoop. Whoops, I burned all the sacred books. Oopsie. Weird book towers. With just a little table in the middle. Hey, they said they discourage the use of open flames, but they literally have candles on the little table there. Music is weird. It's Google Library hard remix. So that's the only one? I guess I'm very good at searching. Today, in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren. Eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential, insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite, transcendent being. Okay. Although you are tempted to read more, it does not seem to be the volume you are seeking. I don't know, it's talking about Void Sands though? In the year 1564 of the 6th Astral Era, the Amal just summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Accounts describe the being as a gigantic, lizard-like being with a potent command of fire-aspected magics. Yet that doesn't seem like pertinent. If we consider that primal summoning is an act fueled by faith and prayer, it is unsurprising, if not expected, that the resulting deformed entity should manifest the appearance and powers with which it is attributed by its worshippers. What then might emerge from the Aether should one who believes in an almighty omniscience attempt the same ritual? Yeah? Would the scholar himself grace us with his presence? Some other embodiment of divine sagacity? So they're making reference to the raids. Could this man-made god truly be all-knowing? And if it were, whence would such knowledge arise? These are really good questions. I myself have many questions concerning the nature of the ancient world. With no spell to transport me back to the days of old, could I instead summon a being possessed of encyclopedic wisdom of every age? Yet with no means to verify its pronouncements, how could one be certain they were true? This guy is, he's intelligent. Though your mind spins with the possibilities discussed therein, this does not seem to be the volume you are seeking. Okay, letter-bound log. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures as devised by Nashashan, the ninth patriarch of Alzheimer. There you go, found it. We present these research notes to the faculty of Charleyan Studium as both a token of our friendship and an expression of our boundless admiration. You appear to have located the forbidden volume you seek. Ashtola will need to make the final confirmation. Yeah, definitely the book I'm searching for. Have something you'd like to show me, do you? My apologies, I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents. Well done, Pisty. I think you may have found our prize. Well, she wasn't really searching, so it's quite normal that I'm the one who found it. I don't know what that great work is. So now they switched back to regular Google Library music. Instead of the hyped up weird version. She's taking great care. Oh, Atomos. Oh, so they call forth void sense? So they're basically portals. Interesting. What? So it's, I mean, it's Void Gate that's taken alive. That, wow. Okay, so they recreated artificial Atomos. But is that it?
古くから知られる存在よ。第7零祭の直前にもエオルゼアの各地域でアトモスの出現が目撃されている。あなたも噂ぐらいは聞いたことがあるのではな
I've not just heard tales, I've killed Atomoses.
それにして
So I basically killed
人工
Void
的
Gates.
に用意を作ろうだなんて、シャーレアンの賢人に禁書認定されるわけだわ。ともあれ、お目当ての一冊を手に入れることはできたわね。
So what, is she just gonna leave with the book? Not sure she can do that.
ここにあるすべての本に目を通しておきたいところだけれど。
Yeah, I'm surprised she's not spending a whole weekend here.
私たちを信頼して閲覧許可を出してくれた哲学者議会を裏切るわけにはいかないわね。
I am very surprised she has not wanted to. Oh, go ahead and I'll stay behind a bit and catch you up later. Eorzea has been added to the codex. Okay. Weird moment to add it. As much as I would love to start crafting the Atomos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Hannish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in our House Damer project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the forum. Your message will be conveyed. Should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature, I will be here. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged. If anyone can help us, Nidana can. I say we return to Tavernier and look for her at the Great Work. Also, the Great Work is just a place in Tavernier. Oh. Okay, so the Great Work was not really a work. It was not a project or anything. Yeah. The Great Work. Okay. I didn't realize it was a place. All these sallow, sleep-deprived faces, but their eyes still burn with fiery zeal. Some things never change. Yashola tells me you are pursuing a most fascinating study and that you want me to be a part of it. I have no doubt you will be interested. This research log should speak for itself. So she really went ahead and kind of stole the book? Will it now? By the sisters, this is the mark of House Damer. I never even knew such a work existed. Few should. It was sequestrated in Numenon's restricted archives after all. Huh? It was, but that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspecting hand? I can hardly wait to read it! They're of the same mind? She's basically Elephant Yashdole. To think that Daimir were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Now that you've glanced over the notes, what say you to helping us build a new Mach Atomos? I say yes, 1,000 times yes! Work on a Daimir project that had even the redoubtable scholars of Shalian trembling in their sandals. No alchemist of the great work could resist. You are a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask. What do you mean to do with this big-mouthed simulacrum once we've built it? Oh, you know, just go to the void. Well, there's a secret void gate and it's sealed in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty? Today's a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made Atomos is to expand this hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we've finished gathering the components I require. Components? Charlian's markets provided the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals, but I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such a liquid, you need to go no further than the font of Maya. The ascetics of old once favored the place for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to enliven the flow of ether. That sounds perfect. If you would be so kind as to fill a flask at the pool, I will petition Vitro to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Shall we be about it then? We meet back there anon. Why did I look at Yashtola like I'm kind of scared? Yeah, she's suspicious. I mean, she always has big plans. Ooh, it's the 6-legged horse. 6 or 8? Yeah, 6. Oh, that's the pool where the mother and kid died, isn't it? I haven't been back here since. Astrally dense pocket. Oh. Oh, Estinian is back, and Varshan too. The boy Merid was glad to hear the news of the Foundation. It means a new life for him and his sister. Good, good. Arch and Yashtola requested that I join you, but her plans, she offered scant details. Not surprised. Oh, I forgot to mention, the Font of Maya attracts aggressive wildlife, and you should watch out for them when you go there next time. My apologies. Yeah, thank you for the warning after the fact. Do you have that flask for me? Yes, this should suffice. Thank you, Pissy. Yashtola is eager to depart for the vault. She's like always eager to something. Look who I came across. Estinian seemed in need of diversion, and we in turn may have need of his dance. We will? Right then, now that our little party is assembled, let us make our way to the ruins. Will we have need of Matsuya's boat again? Not this time. Once Yashtolas informed me of our destination, I arranged for a vessel to be made ready for Akiyali. Your Excellency's ever the gracious host, shall we? Heyo stepped in for the lurkies. Hey Fanon, how you doing? Yeah, I understand that you don't want the spoilers. No problem. Did you have a good day? Did you have a good Saturday? Oh, maybe you're already lurking. That's okay. Oh, having a very broken day right now, sadly. Oh, a broken day. Well, I wish you better, Dan. You need not keep your weapons close at hand. The guardians will not attack if I am present, so I pray you leave them be. Don't destroy half the place again, please. And all this time I thought tales of Azadal's horde were no more than drunken sailors' fancies. Was very much sure. 'Tis likely not needed with Varshans along, but I held onto the map against the chance that we might return to the ruins. Like without his permission, or... Onto the boat if you please. We can chat on the way there. Oh, but... The ship is yours to command. Or thanks, we set sail at once. Oh, this is so exciting. Azadal's legacy. To see the truth of a legend with mine own eyes. All aboard for the treasure vault. To Weaver's Warding. Okay, directly into the... You know, the standard room. He laid waste to them ere I could utter a single word. Estinian, I guess. I thought we cleared this place of constructs the last time we came through. Would seem a few stragglers remained. Oh, come on. He killed them even if they weren't attacking. Poor Vrishra really should have spoken with Estinian before we left. I shudder to think what we've cost them in terms of construct materials. Oh, I'm glad I'm reading the little side text like this. Wait, she hasn't even seen the gate yet.
ああ、すまない。ゲートの存在は大種に近しいもの以外には秘匿していたのだ。誰が悪用するか分かったものではないからな。
それで何をしようって言うんだ？
確かめておきたいことがあるのよ。
Weird.
クリスタルタワー調査団ノアの報告によれば、第13世界でも短時間であれば容易化することなく活動できるらしいの。けれど、傷を負って体内エーテルが不安定になったり、長時間滞在したりした場合などは容易化する危険性が高い。グラハティアは 五根の霊輪があれば用意化を防ぐことができるかもと言っていたけれど、実際に第13世界へ渡る前に確認をしておく必要。
Yeah.
確認ね。早い話が実験だろ。
Right.
そうね。どうすれば五根の霊輪の効果を実証できるか、あなたなら分かって。
Good question. Man, they're making me speak so much. I have speak more in 6.1 than I have in the whole of ARR. Might as well go myself. Say nothing and look meaningfully at Estonian. Maybe send a familiar. I mean, the answer I want to answer would be the familiar, but I really want to see Estonian's reaction. I really want to see it. Yeah. They've put so many funny reactions with NPCs.
なぜこっちを見ている。まさか俺にゲートをくぐらせよってんじゃないだろうな。
Yeah.
別にゲートを通るのは人じゃなくてもいい。
A familiar, I knew that would be the
今回は
answer.
機械まで実験することにしましょう。
So is she creating a proxy? And then.
インプのような定位の用意なら通過してきてしまう。
Okay.
言い換えれば、その程度の使い魔ならば、こちら側からでも送り込むことができるということ。とはいえ本当なら、この使い魔だけは使いたくなかったのだけれど、手段を選んではいられないわね。
Hmm?
魔女と名乗るヤシトラがそこまで言うとは。
Yeah.
どんな使い魔なんだ。
Didn't she say a nymph? Why is she apologizing?
海より登りて雲となり、山より落ちて雨となり、川より下って命となら。
What's happening? Is she becoming a magical girl? Oh my god! What? Yeah, Shola the magical girl. Oh wow. They took me by surprise.
悪いもんでも食ったのか。あいつは。
She's been possessed.
とっても可愛いじゃない。
I'm not sure it was really necessary with the little wink and stuff. That was cute. Oh, Nixies. Oh, that's because she really likes them. She doesn't want to kill them. Oh, she likes cute things. I didn't know that.
確実にゲートを通過させるためには、最もエーテル量の少ない使い魔を呼ぶ必要があった。それはいいのよ。
Wait, so she's the one who conceived these when she was a child? Really?
ただ、なんで術式の最後にあんな栄唱の言葉を織り交ぜたのか、子供の頃の自分に会うことを見つめたのはね。
Okay. Oh, that was a ritual she created when she was younger. Okay, she was much cuter when she was young.
ともかく、この子たちをボイドゲートの向こう、第13世界へと送る。
It does make sense because of Matoya's well, I think the dungeon was called, where you found those Nixies. So she was the one who created them.
片方のノッケンには五根の霊輪を含ませて。
And the other will not.
第13世界から呼び戻した後の 2体の状態を観察することで霊輪の効果を検証するというわけ。ブリトラはボイドゲートの制御をお願い。
わかった。
He's kind of stumped, like, woo, she thought about everything.
ゲートを開いている間は向こう側から用意が侵入してくる可能性がある。エスティニアンはニダーナの護衛を。
They're all, wow, she thought of everything.
万が一のためにあなたも備えておいて。
Sure.
お願いだからさっき見たことは忘れてちょうだい。
Yeah, the little magical girl sequence. Yeah.
さあ、
I know, I'm not forgetting that. I'm really liking these cute little interactions they're adding with the NPCs,
行って。
making them less perfect. Bye! Sisters, save me. I will never see Yashtola the same way again. Froth and foam, indeed. Oh, froth and foam was from what she said. I should have answered that. I should have answered that. I regret now. Every time I come here, it reminds me of the dark portal above the Crystal Tower, and the final lash of Asdaja's tail as she plunged into the void. I struggle to picture Yashtolda as a little girl. Easier to believe she sprang fully formed from one of Matoya's cauldrons. Yeah, it's hard to imagine her as a cute little girl making magical girl incantations. We need to wait for a time to ensure a meaningful result. Be patient and keep watch of any intruders. Sure. Nidana looks like she's ready to fight, but she will not be the one fighting. So she's calling them back. Yeah, one's not normal and one is. As expected, so the wards work. Oh. Oh shit.
用意が来るぞ。すぐにボイドゲートを再封印する。
I fear it's already too late.
ザダール三世の名において命じる。世界の扉よ、その口をつぐめ。
Okay, it worked. So if we do cross through the void gate,
今のでボイドゲートの危険性が嫌というほどよくわかったわ。
it's pretty much expected that other void sands will come through at the same time.
それで一目瞭然だとは思うが、実験の結果はどうだったんだ？
五光の霊輪を組み込まなかった方の個体はエーテルが乱れてよどんでしまっているわね。似た。
Oh,
一方、霊輪を混ぜて作った方の個体はエーテルも綺麗なままで安定しているわ。ありがとう。ゆっくりお休み。
oh, so she's retaking the other? Oh, the talisman.
グラハの読みは正しかったということか。
ええ。けれど用意にならなかった方も無事なように見えて、
Really?
霊輪には劣化の兆候が見られるわ。
And it was a very short travel.
霊輪は精神汚染を誘発するエーテル放射から魂を守るために作られたもの。防ぐべきエーテルの波長が異なれば影響も違うということね。第13世界の乱れた環境エーテルに対応できるように調整してあげる必要がありそうだわ。
この状況で今更だが、第13世界ってのは一体どんな場所なんだ？わかるように説明してくれ。
そうね。いい機会だから第13世界についておさらいしておきましょう。
Thank you, Estinian, for asking the important questions.
闇の反乱によって無ボイドと呼ばれるようになった世界。エメトセルクによれば強引に世界の再統合を試みた結果らしいけれど、結局は統合する価値もない世界になり下がってしまった。その原因について三頭身をめぐる戦いで出会った不滅なる者ウヌクアルハイはこう話していたわ。第13世界では聖石と呼ばれる石に万神の力を封じる魔法が発達していた。そして彼の世界の英雄たちは戦いの中で聖石の力に飲まれ魔を食らう用意へと落ちてしまった。しかし
Really?
それを止める力を持つ光はあまりにも弱く、闇の反乱から世界を救うには至らなかった。そういえばウヌクアルハイを死の淵から引き上げたのはアシエン・エリディブスだったわね。調停者たる彼に利用されていたのはウヌクアルハイだけだったのかしら。
The barmaid at the wandering stairs. Yeah. Hardbird's companion, the elven swords woman. Well, it's the same person.
さまよう階段亭の給仕係。確かサイエラと言ったかしら。彼女もエリディブスに引き上げられた一人だというの？そう。サイエラことシルバもウヌクアルハイのように英雄という言葉に翻弄されていたのね。あとはそうね。あなたは実際にノアの一員として第13世界に渡った経験がある。
So?
闇に覆われた太陽すら失われた世界。あるのはただエーテルを喰らう無数の用意だけ。まさにボイドの呼び名にふさわしいわね。
その通り。だからこそ私は君たちがあの世界に渡ることを進めようとは思わないのだ。
第13世界へ渡ることはあくまで一つの過程に過ぎないの。
Worry not, Retro. We plan to make way worse than that.
この旅路は分かたれた世界のすべてへと通じていて、私はこの世のあらゆるものを解き明かすためにここにいる。
Is that supposed to be
そ
reassuring?
のための一歩としてどうにかして霊輪を調整してあげないとね。
それなら私は人造アトモスの制作に入らせてもらうわ。問題はイレツ教の資料だけじゃ情報が少なすぎること。メーガドゥータ宮にある大衆一族の記録庫にも入らせてもらえませんか？
Oh, he has doubts about all this.
ブリトラ様。
Hello?
ああ、聞いているとも。帰り次第管理たちに話しておこう。
He's really wondering what he should do.
私たちは先に戻っているわね。
Is he gonna try to help us more? Or is he gonna try to bar our path? Is it done? Yeah. Oh, no, I just haven't accepted. Okay. Seeing the Void's terrors firsthand was an experience, but I doubt fear of such creatures is at the root of Ritra's hesitation. Yeah. Yashtolna ponders the next stage of your preparations to enter the Void. Once Nidanos succeeds in replicating the Mach Atomos, this door into the 13 will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I have no interest in visiting the Void myself. Really? Might we discuss this later? There is something I must do first. Okay. That's urgent. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Shall we proceed with our other preparations then? As we saw, the warding scale can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of aetheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability will need to be improved if it is to withstand the Void's influence for a prolonged length of time. And I think that is a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemists who created it. Who do we know who excels at this kind of structural augmentation? I mean, yeah. An excellent suggestion. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the Void and its volatile energies. Is he? With his experienced hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks can strengthen the warding scale. Come, let us visit their operation in Ralga's Reach and commission their best and brightest. I mean, wouldn't that have been simpler to just ask the person who created it? Though I guess they're kind of busy creating Atomos, but... It's rare that they warp me like this. Perhaps this young man can locate Sid for us. Junior Ironworks Engineer. Pissy, what brings you to the Ironworks? We have a commission for you and your president, actually. Assuming he's available. Master Sid? Certainly, I'll see if he has a moment free. I'm starting to wonder if I will actually unlock the raids. 6.1 is much longer than I thought it would be. A pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us? Heading into the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. That's it? Not really. Heading into the void sounds like quite an adventure. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after Meteon is that bloody mess. Yeah, that's right. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. It seems some manner of corrosion has set in around a scratch on its surface, much as the void's corruption seeped into Nero through his wounds. In which case, our best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? We have a coding agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but I'd be wary of applying any compound which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. Yeah, just put it in a protection or something. We'll construct a protective casing. One utilizing metal alloys with high ethereal conductivity, so as to not impede the talisman's primary function. A suit of armor, as you said. Nero has compiled the data on the 13, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be sure. I can see it from like a mile away that we'll get into the void and someone will somehow get their skill damaged, even with the armor, for whatever X reason that they removed the ward from the armor for a split second and it gets a scratch on it, and they have like a limited time before they need to come back to the regular world, or they will be corrupted and they will sacrifice themselves to save us, you know, something like that. Am I the only one who sees it? If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear I've never had such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to untangle the particulars. Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. So basically, Jessie is the hard worker there. I think we can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let's return to the great work and see how Nidana is getting on with Mach Atomos. Are they gonna warp me back again? I think they would. No? Okay. Okay. You only warp me one way, not the other. Okay. The insatiable curiosity of our alchemists has ever amazed me, though I've largely left them to their own devices since we opened the gate together. I hope Nidana has good news for us. Probably.
あら、霊輪の調整の方
あら
は順調なの？
ええ、時間はかかるけれど目処は立ったわ。
それは何よりね。こちらもブリトラ様が許可をくださったおかげで大衆一族の記録から有益な情報が得られたわ。あの宝物殿が作られた年代の取引記録からいくつか特徴的な錬金素材の購入履歴を見つけたの。きっとそれが人造アトモス製作の鍵になるはずよ。
Why hasn't Yashtola tried to go into these first? Wouldn't it have been easier to go through these first since she already had the permission of Ritra and she wouldn't have had to get the whole permission of the forum beforehand? No?
ちょうどアルキミア製薬堂を通じて手配したのだけれど、そうしたらあそこの錬金術師たちも興味を持ったみたいで手伝ってくれることになったのよ。
人為的にボイドゲートを開くなんて聞いたら普通なら尻込みしてもおかしくないところだけれど、さすがは名高いラザハンの錬金術師たちね。
かつての錬金術師たちも彼らと同じ目をしていた。未知の存在に恐怖を覚えるのではなく、その全てを解き明かそうと目を輝かせていた。
あなたにも危険を顧みずに叶えたい願いがあったのではなくて。
私は卵から帰るのが遅かった。フソ・ミドガルゾールムが休眠期に入った後はアジダヤが寄り添ってくれていたそうだ。そんなこともあって孵化してからも私はアジダヤのそばを離れようとはしなかった。親の
Yeah, I get it. We're definitely gonna go rescue his sister.
アジダヤは私にとって姉であり親とも呼べる存在なのだ。一日たりとも忘れたことはない。どこにいたとしても必ず見つけ出してみせる。そしてもう一度共に空をかけたい。そう願わない日はなかった。だが今の私には
俺たち聖戦士団のことを忘れてもらっちゃ困る。
ナブディーン、なぜ？
So basically, the council will rule without him, as they're already doing, you know?
事情はエスティニアン殿から聞きました。
Oh, Estinian did? Oh, that's what he went ahead to
あ
do.
なたは大昔からずっとラザハンを守るためだけに生きてきた。俺たちを恐れさせまいと正体を隠してまで。だからこそどんな姿であろうとあなたこそが敬愛すべきラザハンの大主であると断言できたんだ。
It's got a weird bumpy face.
そんな俺たちがあなたの幸せを願わないと本気で思っているんですか？俺たちなら大丈夫です。あの週末すら生き抜いてみせたんだ。 少しの間くらい聖戦手段だけでもこの国を守ってみせます。
Yeah.
ナブディーン、君の気持ちはありがたいが、
今はその姿なんだからいいよな。前に言ったよな、バルシャン。お前は俺たちの弟分、家族だって。ならお前の姉ちゃんは俺たちにとっても家族みたいなもんだ。だからよ、頼ってくれよ、俺たちのことを。何千年も思い続けた姉ちゃんのことを諦めるだなんて、そんなこと言うんじゃねえよ。
お姉さんがいる世界に通じる門は私たちが必ず開いてみせます。だから探しに行ってあげてください。
There he goes.
ウリトラ様、
Oh, the
個
sister.
人のことありがとう。妹と離れ離れにならないって分かってすごく嬉しかったよ。だから分かるんだ、お姉さんと別れたことがとても辛いことだって。
Man, Estinian is becoming softer by the minute. To protect them well, you must take heart. Will you wallow in uncertainty forever?
ならば私に進めと。
Yes.
進むのなら守り抜け。いつか君に送ったこの言葉は確かに立ち止まったものの物言いだったのかもしれない。進み、そして守れというのだな。アジュダヤもラザハンも。すまないみんな。少しの間バルシャンはこの国を留守にする。無論メーガドゥータ級に本体が残り続けるゆえ完全に不在となることはない。大使としての職務も最低限はこなせよう。
So basically providing skills.
だがバルシャンを動かしている間は私の目が行き届かないことも多くなるはずだ。だからアジュダヤを連れ帰るまでの間、君たちの力を頼らせてくれ。
気をつけて行ってこいよ。前にも言ったが、お前の身に何かあったらたくさんの奴が悲しむからな。
今一度肝に銘じておこう。
They're good people. We'll have that Atomos built before you know it. When a project like this comes along, we give it our full and undivided attention. Sleep? Pah! Who needs it? Oh, that reminds me. I really should finish that other project I was working on for His Excellency. Other project? They're also secretive. What? Someone needed to give that boy a good talking to. Huh, you don't suppose I'll be reprimanded, do you? I did just yell at the satrap. You just told him shut up, too. Yeah. But no, you won't be reprimanded. I will not squander this chance you have given me. I will find us Dodger. Convincing others to follow their hearts is not my forte. I would have gladly let our more philosophical comrades take the lead had they been here. Oh, come on. You could have asked me or Yashtola, but you still went ahead and did it. You surprise me, Estinian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Retro reach this conclusion. It was for the greater good. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night, and had travelers believing the palace wrecked by some unnatural storm. What of your own answer, then? You seemed disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his endless rage my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Ratatoskir's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there is a chance we can spare Vritra that pain, then I will allow you. An unusual crew we have here. Any other former Scion we should call on? Just the four of us? Yeah. Any other Scion? Come on. I'd rather not bother our comrades without less than a dire threat to the star. We four should be sufficient for our purpose. Now, on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan, as such, is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief foray. It would be more convenient had we some manner of base camp nearer to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us reconvene outside Megaduda. Yeah, to not like have to take the boat each time. So I don't know, is it gonna be the end of 6.1? I have a feeling it might be a good stopping point. I'm not sure. Man, going into the void and stuff, doing forays into the void. It's not the little simple adventuring I was expecting at all. Conducting our expedition out of the Rising Stones would raise just as many questions as recruiting too many Scions. At least here in Razatan, we might be expected to appear road-weary from our local explorations. Yeah. So are you saying people are dirty here? I was put up in a guest room in the palace while I awaited my audience with Ritra. I expect we'll be given the use of something similar. And so we will require suitable accommodations. Why'd we make something available for our guests? All the chambers are presently hosting the great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make a room for two ready for habitation. Good. Please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. So, he said all the rooms are busy because they're filled to the brim with treasure, basically? That's a nice problem to have. As you heard, we will have you settled in Megaduda in due time. As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Asjada. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take, or what our chances of success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I will return to the great work and lend what help I can to Nidhana. If you have preparations to make ere we venture into the 13th, now is the time. So yeah, that really sounds like a stopping point. I'm gonna go do stuff. You can go do stuff on your side. Pretty sure that's where we part ways until the next batch. All I need is my armor and my lens. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant host to pass the time before we depart. Yeah, pass the time. Okay. You know what this means to me, Pisty, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are headed to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience. For you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. This I know. I was certain she was gonna bang her fist into her hand. Oh. Meanwhile, in the 13th. Ooh. So they're really starting to show it off. It's a Reaper. Who's that? What is this? Please just tell me it's not Xenos, please. No, I don't think so. Let's hope not. Let paths unwalked adventures per Pearl's quicken spirits stir. Yep, to be continued. Newfound adventure. I mean, I was expecting us to just become, you know, an adventurer, go back to our roots and stuff. It's really not what's happening here. We're going to the motherfucking void. It doesn't sound like a calm adventure. And oh yeah, just before starting the stream, I dissented like one thing. And I finally got the achievement I was waiting for. To synthesize 5,000 items, which gives me the title The Disassembler. Which will totally be my new title as of right now. So maybe put this by name. Yeah, probably on another page. No. Here you go. The disassembler. I am the disassembler Pistolika. That title rules. Am I right? Hey, what do you want, Varshin? Okay, I'm just a disassembler. Our journey into the void promises to be neither short nor simple, yet I will persevere. I have kept my sister waiting for far, far too long. Yeah, you kinda did. Kinda did. Far from free. I don't even know what that quest is. Maybe it's the healer job role quest. But I think I'm gonna call it a day for today, because it seems like a really good stopping point. Because if I start on the raid story, I'm gonna be doing 1 or 2 quests, and then I'll be going to bed. I mean, I can't just get started on it and stop at the beginning like that, right? So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day for today. So back to where I was at the beginning of the stream. I think this is a really nice place to chill here, with the little dancers, food on the table. And really, it's just so colorful, Razatan. I think this is so cute. All right, so yeah, basically this is it for today. So I finished 6.1 finally. It was much longer than I thought it would be. It took me 2 whole streams to do it. And I mean, it started kind of slow as expected. I mean, after the stuff with Meteon and stuff, it was kind of expected that it would take a little drop. But then we're going to 30. I think that will be very interesting. I can't wait on that. So I have no idea when the next patch will be and when we will get more story. But yeah, I can't wait to see that, traveling to the 30. So yeah, that's it. That's it for today. So thanks so much everybody for tuning in, and I wish you all a good rest of the day. Goodbye.